Hello viewers, hope that you are all doing well. Brommer18 here, and this video is very much a follow-up from my most recent video. If you haven't seen that, then I'll leave a card here for you to go and watch it. In that video, I was very much trying to be positive about the future of career mode by looking at it through the lens of optimism, linking it to the end of the journey and how it could improve it. This time, however, I want to look at it from the other direction. So, I apologise in advance for the sheer amounts of negativity regarding FIFA, EA and career mode that you are going to hear during this video. As it says in the title, I'm going to discuss my worries about why FIFA 19 could be the final nail in the coffin for our beloved career mode. So, with that in mind, let's begin. Like I'm sure many of you watching are, I am also very angry about the stagnation of career mode over the recent years. Our feedback is almost always ignored by EA Sports as we suggest a whole host of improvements. I myself have a whole host of wishlist videos on this channel for FIFA 19, all of which haven't even seen the light of day when it comes to EA improving FIFA. To give everyone some context about the point I want to make here, I want to very quickly talk about another EA franchise in Star Wars Battlefront. When Battlefront 2 came out towards the end of 2017, the backlash from the community was incredible. The pay-to-win online system didn't go down well at all, and it led to EA removing microtransactions altogether from the game. It harmed their reputation more than any other event has for the company in the past, and since then they've been trying desperately to claw it back. With that in mind, this was their best chance to make a statement through the likes of their annual franchises like FIFA and Madden that they aren't just looking to monetize their online modes and skip the detail of their offline modes. That they did put the customers first. However, with the announcements that there are no new changes to the likes of career mode on FIFA 19, it simply tells us that they don't care. They will continue to be stubborn, even with the incredible amounts of negative publicity and results that they have had through the likes of Star Wars Battlefront 2, and press on with the way in which they have been running their company and releasing their games. With all this in mind, it makes me wonder whether it's now getting to the point where even minor changes will no longer be added to the mode from this point onwards. And then after that comes the removal of the mode entirely. Another game mode I can allude to here is Pro Clubs. That game mode has been left untouched, even more so than career mode. As a result of that, it is literally on the brink of death. I realise I sound very dramatic here, but this is very much what it appears like. The amount of players on that game mode has shrunk massively over the years due to how it has stagnated and remained the same for many years. It feels as though the mode doesn't have long before it's removed entirely, and I fear that career mode is going the same way. In an interview with GameSpot, and I'll leave a link to the article in the description, lead gameplay producer for FIFA 19 Sam Rivera had this to say: "In terms of career mode, we decided to make sure the experience with the Champions League was 100% authentic. When it's Champions League day, everything changes. There's a reskin. That was our highest priority." So what he's just said essentially there is that their highest priority for career mode was to change the background image on a page. There is literally no other way to put it. I spoke about this in other videos over recent months, how I was extremely worried that EA were going to class licenses as career mode changes and just go with that, rather than adding legitimate features and making needed improvements. Now my fears have been realised. It gets worse though. In the article, he then goes on to say, but we are listening to our fans. They've been requesting more stuff, bigger stuff, in terms of career mode and in terms of pro clubs. Well, you're either lying because you aren't listening to the community, or you are listening and then ignoring what they have to say. Because either way, none of the problems are being addressed and nothing is being improved or added. After that, Rivera says, there's discussions right now to see what can be added in the future. We know it's a very passionate community. At the moment, that's all we are announcing for those mode. We are actively having conversations, listening to the community to see what else we can bring to those modes. This is even more shambolic. Again, he's either lying or a development team literally are just talking about it amongst themselves. I don't want conversations. I want action. You should already be making moves and adding stuff. You should have been working on stuff throughout the years to be added in the future, and working on features plus testing features to be ready for the next FIFA and the FIFA after that and the next one. Come on, be proactive. Where's your long-term strategy? Where's your planning? It simply shows just how out of touch they are with not just the FIFA fan base, but with football as a whole. It makes me wonder whether the people who are part of the development and distribution process of this game are actually hardcore football fans. Ones that love the game inside out. People that travel home and away to support their team. Those are the type of people that we need developing this game. Perhaps even people that have been inside the football universe as a player, a coach, a staff member, etc. who truly love a combination of video gaming and football. Those are the type of people that would be able to give us fans what we truly, desperately want. Not casuals who are out of the loop, because the only message we're getting from the actions of EA is that is what they are, casuals. The backlash from FIFA players has been greater than ever before. People are outright raging at the disgrace that is EA Sports and their decision making. However, I feel that it just isn't going to be enough. It's always a big topic how football fans are abused for their loyalty. And this is exactly how it is in this situation as well. Football fans are made to pay ridiculous prices to go to games because clubs and associations know that they will still pay to watch their teams. This works in exactly the same way. Myself and you guys watching this love football and love video games, and so we will pay for this game whatever happens because of our loyalty towards football. When you play football, when you go to a game or even watch it on TV, you then want to extend that experience by playing a football video game. And when you do, you aren't going to enjoy it anywhere near as much if it is the previous year's edition. So, what do? You buy FIFA anyway. But this is where the problem comes in. The only way we as fans can change this is with our wallets. If all unhappy career mode fans suddenly decided to stop buying FIFA as one, then I absolutely believe that EA would act upon it and suddenly begin to work on the mode. But we can't do that because of loyalty. With that in mind, now we have to hope that a company like Konami can pull its finger out and step up to the plate. Konami has a great chance on the back of all of this negative press for EA to make a statement and begin the process of stealing EA's customers with PES. I'll be releasing a video very soon about FIFA fans moving over to PES and whether or not they should do it. So be sure to look out for that on this channel very soon. So that brings this slightly passionate rant to a close, everyone. I do apologise for getting a bit personal there, but I'm sure you'll understand how frustrating it is now that as a hardcore and long-time FIFA player, we are still getting no changes. If you enjoyed this video and wish to see more, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. I'm Bromo18, thanks for the view, and I'll see you next time.